Hello friends, once again you're with the Lonesome Gamer, and I'm still playing A Touch of Evil. But we're coming more and more to the end of this game, I think, actually. I'm not sure. The shadow track is still pretty much in the middle, but my heroes are pretty strong, especially Carl and Brother Marcus. The only one which is quite weak is Henry Cartwright. But with these two heroes, I think I can try to go into a showdown, maybe in a few turns. First I have to heal these guys, and I don't know, maybe I can get him a good weapon or something. But we will see. So it's Heinrich, he's rolling for movement actually, and this is a 1, that's not that good. Draws. That is autopsy. That's a pretty crazy card as far as I remember. Players in action while at the doctor's office, and only if there is at least one town elder dead. Gain D6 investigation. Oh no, that wasn't the card I meant. But it's still good. We can go to the doctor's office, heal, and then we can try to gain some additional investigation. So, yeah. I'm simply moving here. No, that's Carl. I'm moving here with Mr. Cartwright. And then Carl is moving, and he's got a 4. That's better. He also goes to the doctor's office. It's 1, 2, 3, 4. And I think I don't play this card right now. I can draw an event card. And that's teamwork. Play to gain +2 fight dice for each other hero in your space. Play to prevent up to 3 hits to any other hero or town elder in your space. So that's a good card for the showdown. And then I'm gonna heal. I'm gonna pay 3 investigation. And I get rid of all these wounds. Then it's Brother Marcus. He's there in the old woods, and I guess he's going somewhere there to the other board. Oh, that's just a 2. Okay. Anyway, I move here. Try to gain some investigation, maybe here or there. And maybe I can make it to the Forgotten Island. It could be interesting to go there. So then it's the roll on this mystery face cheat. That's a 7. I think that's not too bad. Let's see. It says Search of Evil. Roll once on the villain's minion chart and work out the result. If it's a minion or if the villain attacks, draw a random location for placement. Okay. So let's see. That's a 5. So that's once again a succubus. Let's see where to place him in the fields. Okay. And then it's a new mystery card, and that is Something Wicked. Well, that really reminds me on Arkham Horror. This card plays on the villain. At the start of each mystery phase, including this one, put a marker on this card. When there are 3 markers here, immediately remove them to add a plus wound marker on the villain and move the shadow track 2 steps closer to darkness. Huh, that's not good. If I'm lucky, I can cancel this card. We have Sophie. It's really a problem. There's written may cancel any mystery card in play. So what does that mean? Can I try this? Can I try this every turn or what? It's really a very... I'm not so sure about this card. I think I have one chance to do it. I think that's fair, and I'm trying to do this now. So I roll. And yeah, I made it. That was quite important, actually. That would have been a very bad card. Okay. And then in the next turn, Carl is the first player again. And he's got a 6, which is definitely good. Huh. And now I'm wondering what to do. I can't buy a new item because I already have 3. Let me see. I could go to the woods, for example, and try to... I think that's an idea. I go to the woods. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then I draw a card. The old woods. Oh, that's awesome. Franklin, old hound. I love this guy already. This is cool. Wolf. That's an ally. Gives me 2 additional wounds. So that's great. He's really amazingly strong. And then I can buy a Lair card. And if you see now here at the cooperative track, there is a 3. So Lair card costs me 3 investigation tokens. So I paid 3, and now it's gonna be interesting. Let's draw the card. This is the lair of the villain. It's the covered bridge. I knew that. I suspected this right from the beginning. So there's a special event there. If you would be KO'd during the showdown, you may instead dive into the river with 1 wound remaining and immediately move to the marsh. Well, that is good. So, to be honest, there's not such a big risk then. We simply might try it, and we might be able to hit him bad. The problem is just that we have to heal then if we are in the marsh. So it's not so simple, but well, okay. So that was Carl's action anyway. Now it's Brother Marcus. And he's got a 1. Maybe I'm drawing a good event card. Intuitive Hunch. Play to give any hero or town elder +2 spirit. That's not bad. Play to immediately peek at the secrets of 1 town elder without revealing them. That could be even better. We could use Lord Hanbrook. Might be a good idea to take a look at his secrets. Yeah, this is something I'm gonna do. I'm gonna play this card and let's see what his secrets are. That's a little secret. It says a second life. With a penchant for week-long excursions to the bustling city nearby, this town elder does not speak of what dark treasures their ill-gotten wealth can provide, or what dark influences they have brought back with them. Okay, so no consequence here. And the other one is great, hero of the people, another one, reveal immediately. So it says, this town elder immediately joins you. Place the town elder by your hero character sheet. So this is actually Brother Marcus. While they are with you, you gain their special ability and may use their spirit, cunning, or honor instead of your own for any card effect. Okay. So that's definitely good. So I think that's really good. We can use these two town elders to fight the villain. He gives us one fight dice. That's okay, I guess. And he can be wounded twice. So, yeah, it's pretty cool. Then I can move one space and I think I'm going to move here. Try to gain some investigation tokens. That's a 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 spirit. So that allows me to roll 8 dice. Yep. And we had 4 successes. 1, 2, 3, and a 4th one. So we gain 4 investigation tokens, which is good. Because I had to pay 2 investigation tokens to go directly to the covered bridge if the first one is there and tries to go into the showdown. So I need some investigation actually. And then it's Mr. Cartwright. I hope he goes to the doctor. Yeah, that's a 6, very good, so he can make it to the doctor easily. 3. So he's allowed to draw an event card, and he actually can draw 2 event cards because of his resourceful ability. And we have just a scratch, that might be also good for the showdown. And this is leading questions. Well, you might gain investigation. No, I think I'm going to take just a scratch. This is the better card for the showdown, I guess. And then I'm gonna heal my 3 wounds. So they go away. And then I play this card. It's the autopsy. And let me see, is there a dead town elder? Well, to be honest, I don't think there is one. She's a vampire, so she's not dead. And the other ones are alive. No, there is no dead town elder, so I can't play this card. Well, it's not that important. And then there is another mystery phase. That's an 8. Once again, it's murder. So, just let me see once again. We draw a random location, place 3 investigation there, move the shadow track 1 step closer, and then we might place a succubus there. So the shadow track moves on here, and now it would be a good time to do the showdown before it goes here, actually. I think I really try to do that. So now let me see if there's a succubus on a roll of 4 or higher. There is one. No succubus. And the murder happened in the old woods. So makes me a little suspicious that every time when a murder happens, one of my heroes is around the corner. I mean, what will the citizens of Shadowbrook think about that? So and then I have to draw a mystery card. That says the Order's Influence. Play this card on Lord Henbrook while he is alive. Okay, first let's see if we can cancel that card. She will try to do that with a 3 or higher, and that's a 4, so nothing happens. Well, I realized that here in the bog I had to roll a die. And on a 1 or 2 I have to draw a mystery card. On a 3 I can draw an event card. So I'm going to do this now. And that's a 5. So I can draw another event card. And it says recovery. Play at any time to immediately heal D6 wounds from a hero or D3 wounds from a villain. Perfect. Absolutely perfect. Great card. So now the next one is Brother Marcus. Rolls a die, and that's a 6. And I think I'm going to risk to go to the Forgotten Island with him. Maybe he'll get some good item. 1, 2, 3, and a 5. And then I draw a card here, and let's see what it is. And that's a Vengeful Totem. Well, that doesn't look too good. Pulling aside the branches, you are faced with a hideous creation. Its dark eyes full of rage. You should not have come here. Well, I heard that before. Make an honor 6 test and gain 3 investigation for every 6 rolled. Yeah, I remember that. The thing is, I can use his abilities, Lord Henbrook. And he's got a 6, an honor of 6. So there might be a good chance to make that. So let's roll. And that is 2 6s. Great. So I gain 6 investigation for that. Very good. Okay. And then it's Heinrich. He's got a 4. So I think he's moving here to the blacksmith. He draws 2 event cards. That says betrayal. To choose an ally, blah, blah, blah. There's less than 1 evil elder alive to add a resolve token on any 2 town elders. That's not bad. That's a good card. We might play that one. Or we have that one, Spirited Attack. Plan any hero to allow them to add their spirit to their combat for 1 round. That's also not bad. But to be honest, I think the Betrayal is the better card. And then I'm trying to gain some investigation tokens. I have a cunning of 5. And, well, I get the 2 tokens. And now I might afford another weapon maybe if I'm lucky. So I draw 3 town items. This is a horse. Well, that's not exactly what I need for the showdown. A torch, that might be useful. Or an old map, great. So I'm gonna buy the torch. And yeah, that's not exactly what I wanted. Wait a minute. 2, 3, 4. Okay, that's... So... Okay. And now it's Carl. And he's going to the covered bridge and he's going to try to hunt down the vampire. And that's a 5. This is enough. So now 1, 2. He moves to the covered bridge. And I think first he has to do this. He has to roll a d6. And he has to encounter this area. And that's a 1, so he has to draw a mystery card. Let's hope it's not too bad. It's another murder. The villain is struck again. Place 3 investigation on the board and move the shadow track. Well, that's bad. We don't want that right now because that would give the vampire an additional combat die. So she tries to cancel that on a roll of 3 or higher. And that's a 3, so nothing happens. And then we start the showdown. We have to pay this number of investigation tokens, 2 investigation tokens to start the showdown. And the other heroes can decide if they want to participate in this fight. And well, Cartwright is not really good, but maybe he can do 1 or 2 hits. So I think he will try it. He goes there, pays also 2 tokens, and then can do the fighting. And finally it's Brother Marcus, and he also goes there, pays 2 tokens. So we try to do this now. And We already have our 2 town elders, Sophie the midwife and Lord Hanbrook. And before we start, what I'm going to do is I'm going to play Betrayal, and that says play at any time to choose an ally with a hero and roll a d6. No, play if there is at least 1 evil elder alive. This is a fact because there is the Lady of Darkness. To add a resolve token to any 2 town elders. Okay, so these are actually the resolve tokens. They're from the expansion. And you can place them on an elder. And, well, basically they gain them an extra life point. So, if the elder would be killed, you could discard the resolve token instead. And nothing happens. The other option you have, you can also discard the token to gain 2 extra fight dice during the showdown for 1 fight round. So maybe in a last desperate attempt it might be necessary to do that, but I don't think that we will come to this. Okay. So now we're gonna start our showdown. The first one fighting is Brother Marcus. And we should remember the vampire has, well, 2 special abilities during the showdown. He got this mist form. So there's a hit. On each hit you have to roll, and on a 5 or 6 it's ignored. And then it's this slips into the night. If no wounds are done to the vampire during a fight round, he immediately escapes on the d6 roll of 4+, cancelling the showdown. A hero may discard a keyword fire item to prevent this. We actually have 2 of these items, a torch and a lantern, so the risk is not so high that this might happen right now. Then we have the vampiric bite. So it's also possible that that our town elders will join the vampire during the fight. The vampire has 15 wounds because 3 because his basic wounds are multiplied with the number of heroes, so it's 15. Then he has these 4 additional wounds due to the cooperative this cooperative game track here, shadow track, and then there is 1 additional wound due to the Lady of Darkness, the evil elder. He's got 5 combat plus 1 due to the lady, but we might be able to kill the lady pretty fast, so let's hope for the best here. Let's start with Brother Marcus. So first the vampire attacks. He rolls 6 dice. That's bad. That's a bad start. 3 hits. That's pretty tough actually. Okay. Oh, and I forgot. I was stupid. Well, basically I have to roll again, I'm sorry, but because I have to roll for this guy, so I have to roll 1 die for this guy first. That's a 6, so that's a hit, so I can remove this token now. And the other 5 dice now are rolled to attack Brother Marcus. And this is just 1 hit now. That's better. So I was lucky here. And then it's Brother Marcus, and he can attack, and he's got he can use his faithful ability. So he's got 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. These are 6, 7, 8. Okay. Oh, let's hope for the best. Oh god. It's not so bad. First I thought it was terrible, but it isn't. We got 3 hits. So that's a start. And then let's see, we roll 3 times a die for the missed form. And on a 5 or 6, it's no hit. And I forgot to attack the lady, but it's now too late. So there are just 2 hits for the vampire. Okay. So then it attacks Heinrich. And he might be in some trouble. But actually I'm thinking about giving the torch to somebody else. Between each fight round you can regroup. So I think I'll give the torch to Brother Marcus. And then yeah, I think okay, I do a normal combat roll with 3 fight dice. Okay, I forgot to use an extra fight dice for this town elder, but who cares. So he tries to kill the lady. He's gonna use 2 dice for her. So he attacks the lady, and this is a 5, perfect, so the lady is dead. And then he's gonna use this last dice to attack the vampire. That's a 2, so that's a miss. And then the vampire attacks, and because they are attacking simultaneously, he still has a combat value of 6. So these are 2 hits. Okay. And now it's Carl. Well, he's our best fighter actually. Hope he does some damage. So first I say the vampire attacks. He now has a combat value of 5 remaining because... Oh, wait a minute. I forgot something. Because we didn't do any damage during the last round to the vampire, he now tries to escape. Because this slips into the night thing gives him this opportunity. But I can discard the lantern, and then he's got no longer a chance to do that. Because this is a fire item. Okay. So now it's Carl, and he's got some amazing options he can... He has 4, 6, 7, 9. That's really cool. But first the vampire will attack, I forgot that. Okay, so let's roll. And this is 1 hit. And because Carl's a veteran, there is no damage. Very good. Then Carl uses the 9 dice. So 3, 6, and another 1. Very good. These are 4 hits. So we roll them again, and on a 5 or 6, these wounds are prevented. So he takes 3 damage. Well, that's quite a lot. So, and I decided that Heinrich will escape, because he's simply too weak. Between each fight round, any hero can escape, so that's what's gonna happen. He goes away. He's doing this because he just has these three fight dice, and if he doesn't do any damage, then there is a risk that the vampire slips away into the night, and we don't want that to happen. And again, I forgot to use this card. She's got inner strength, so I could have rolled 2 more dice. But this time I'm gonna remember that. So it's a... Oh, yeah, and I forgot for the vampire to attack her. But okay, so doesn't matter. Now we're gonna do it the right way. So first the vampire attacks Lord Hansbrook. He rolls a die, and that's a hit. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna play just a scratch that prevents this wound. So anyway, no, I'm not doing this. I'm gonna play the other card here. I'm gonna play Hold Back the Darkness. Play to add a resolve token to any town elder. So that's what I'm gonna do. And then he simply loses this resolve token, and that's it. So then he has 4 dice to attack Brother Marcus, and that is no hit. And now it's the attack of Brother Marcus, and he's got 7, 8, and now it's another fight dice here from Lord Hansbrook, so he's actually got 9. And yeah, so 4, 6, 8, 9. That's not so good, just 2 hits. Okay, now let's see. And 1 is cancelled, so it takes just 1 additional hit in this turn. And then it's again the vampire. He's now attacking Sophie. Rolls a die. That's a 2, so nothing happens. And with the other 4 dice, he attacks Carl. And that is just 1 hit, but because Carl's a veteran, no damage to him. And now I don't forget the inner strength of Sophie. She gives me 2 additional fight dice. So we have 4, 6, 7, 9, 11 fight dice. This is amazing. 5, 6, 8, 10, 11. Ha! Okay, that's a lot actually. So it's not that much. It's 4 hits, but that's good. So let's see. And 1 of these hits is prevented, so the vampire takes 3 damage. Very good. So the vampire attacks Lord Hambrook. That's a 5, that's bad, that's a hit. So he takes a wound, Remember, it's his special ability. He can be wounded twice to be killed. So he takes 1 wound now. And then it's there are 4 left. And that's no hit for the vampire. And it's him, and he's got 4, 7, 8, 9. So these are 6, 8, 9. And these are 3 hits. So let's test the mist form. That was a 4, and that's a 6. So there's 1 prevented, so he takes 2 more hits. Well, I think the vampire doesn't have a chance, actually. So he now attacks Sophie. And that's a miss. And then with the other 4, he attacks Carl. And that is 1 hit, but once again, the veteran ability of Carl saves him. And he's got 11 dice. 6, 8, 10, 11. Oops. No, that looks good. We got 5 hits. And 1 of them is prevented, so he takes 4 damage. So he's now at 15 damage. That's basically the damage he would have had without these additional damage from this track. So just 4 more damage and he's dead. I think that should not be such a problem. So he attacks Lord Hambrook once again. That's a 1, that's a miss. And with his other 4 dice he attacks Brother Marcus. And that's 1 hit. Okay. That's not really a problem. So Brother Marcus has 9 dice, if I remember. A 7, 8, and the 1 from Lord Hambrook. So 6, 8, 9. That wasn't too good, just 2 hits. Okay, but they both count. So now we're at 17, and I think Carl might finish him off with a good hit of the flail. That should kill him. But let's see. First, the attack against Sophie. Oh gosh. Okay, we've got enough dice, so let's roll the second one, and that's a miss. And then it's Carl, and he's got 4, 6, 8, 10, 11. Oh no, wait a minute. Of course, there's the normal attack of the vampire against Carl. I forgot that. And again, it's 1 hit, but the veteran ability saves us. 6, 8, 11. So we need 2 hits. These are actually 4 hits. So now let's see. And 1 is prevented. So 3 hits count. The vampire is exactly at 20 wounds, and that kills him. Great! We did it! I killed the vampire. And I did it actually pretty easily. Okay, so we finished our game. We killed the vampire. He didn't take any wound at all. Carl, this is amazing. He also just took 2 wounds. We would have had just a scratch. We would have had teamwork to heal. We would have had the recovery. So I think, I think there is no danger at all that we could have lost this. And of course the holy water, I forgot that. I could use that too. Okay, what does that say about the game? I mean, is it too easy to win? Maybe some people say it. I don't know. I mean, I had some games that were very close, and you can make it harder. There are some rules, some optional rules in the expansion, or in both of the rule books, basically, to make the game harder, sometimes much harder. So one rule, for example, I think, just let me see, it's... So, for example, growing darkness, that means that you roll at the start of each mystery phase on the villain minion chart. And that makes it definitely harder. You have a lot more creatures on the board then. The problem with this is that you have to roll once more. I mean, this whole game involves a lot of dice rolling. You have to roll in the mystery phase already on this mystery phase chart, and then you sometimes have to roll here on the minion chart, and then you have to roll once more on the minion chart in every phase, and that kind of disturbs the flow of the game. I tried it and I didn't like it that much, actually. But still, I think it was fun. Maybe we were a little lucky because he was just such an amazing fighter. And then we had Sophie as our hero of the people. And this is an amazingly strong card because she can cancel the mystery cards. And to be honest, I'm not sure if this is really true. I mean, that might be a special ability that only applies if she comes into play as a member of the hunting party, so that she can then cancel the mystery cards that lie then on the table. But on the other side, I mean, it's written here clearly that you are allowed to use, you gain their special ability. So I think you can use the special ability during the play when she is a hero of the people. But that makes it much easier, because we nearly could cancel every mystery card, and that's definitely a great advantage. I guess it wouldn't have been that easy if she wouldn't have been on our side so early in the game. Another problem I had with the game, and I talked about that earlier in another video, is that there is not really a need to use the second map. Like, for example, in Arkham Horror, where you have on every expansion map you have a special mechanic which forces a hero, at least one hero, to go on that map and to encounter some locations there. Here it's actually not necessary. And well, I already said that, because you have here the village and you have the training options, you have the doctor, you have the blacksmith. So basically you probably will play most of the time here in the village. At least that's what I did. The Forgotten Island is tempting, there are a few good cards, but it's also very dangerous and, well, I don't know actually. I'm wondering, maybe I'm gonna try a house rule in the next game. I thought, for example, about something like, if there are ever, I don't know, maybe 8 investigation tokens on one single board section at the beginning of the mystery phase, then this shadow track goes one step closer to darkness. That might be an idea. That forces the heroes then to spread along the map and to collect these investigation tokens. So I think that's something I might try. I think that sounds like a simple solution for that problem, actually. And yeah, well, so anything else to the game? Well, I like it very much. It especially the way it catches the theme. The theme is so strong in this game. I think there are not many games where the theme is so absolutely strong. And I really like this. And I like it that it's a horror game which is not so gory and so bloody as the horror games you normally get today, as all the zombie games or so. I mean, I like these zombie games, no doubt about that. But this is something special. And that's something I really like. I mean, you come into this town, into this village, and there are all these elders with their secrets, and you see really how you feel like, I don't know, maybe in Blue Velvet or something like that, in Twin Peaks or something like that, where you really have the villagers which have their secret, which hide their problems from the outsiders that try to help them. And somehow this feeling gets really strong in this game. And then you have all these fantastic locations with the minions, and it's just a good sound if you see the wolves in the covered bridge or the bats at the monastery. This is all, it really fits together very, very well. I like that very much. So maybe the game mechanic is not so clever and it's very, very luck based. I think the theme makes this a very fun game. I really enjoy playing it. It works perfectly solo. I mean, you've seen it, there is no problem in playing this game solo. It's a lot of fun. And there's gonna be another expansion, by the way, this year. It's called The Coast. It will be with another board. I wonder if it makes sense to place a third board there. I mean, you're barely using 2 boards. Maybe it's also possible to place the board next to the base game. I think that should not be a problem, so you can change it. You can play once with this board and once maybe with the other board. I don't know, but I think I'm gonna try everything, maybe also with all 3 boards. Who knows? And of course lots of cards, new heroes, new villains, and so on. So I'm looking forward to this. I'm sure it's going to be a lot of fun, and I'm also going to make a video about that. And I hope to see you then or maybe in one of my next videos. Bye!